Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the New Orleans Jazz Museum. I am Ranger Hunter Miles Davis here with the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park, and today we are bringing to you some sounds, great sounds, I hope. And I trust my band. This is a great band here. We've been playing now for, what's this, 3 times? Yeah, this is our 3rd occasion. So we're gonna make some magic happen again on this wonderful afternoon. Again, I am Ranger Hunter Miles Davis. I'm here on the drum set. Next to me, I do have Mr. Kerry Lewis on the bass. In front of Kerry, we have Miss Saskia, and she will be on vocals this afternoon. And then next to Miss Saskia, we do have the wonderful Sage on saxophone. And then behind Miss Sage, we do have the wonderful Shay Pierre on piano. So we will be presenting a lot of melodies, and this will be in celebration of Juneteenth. Now, this past weekend, we did celebrate Juneteenth, and for those who do not know what Juneteenth is, it is actually a celebration of being freed, the slaves actually being freed. So in 1865 in Galveston, Texas, there was the last group of actually enslaved individuals. And so on June 19th, that 1865, that was a time for, you know, the emancipation of slavery to actually take place. So again, this is commemorating that time frame. So we're going to be playing some selections from different African American artists that have had a lot of influence from jazz. So again, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to start this set with a little song by the famous Maxwell. like that. We're getting warmed up here. So the next song we'll be playing will be a song made famous by the wonderful Jill Scott. She is actually a wonderful musician, and looking into her story, she gets a lot of her singing elements from the great jazz singers such as Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, and others who were basically in that time frame of creating a New Orleans sound and a singing sound in the jazz realm. So this next song we're gonna do is a little bit of a ballad, and it's a little bit of a love song. So, Miss Saskia, do your thing.
I gotta see my love. All right. You don't have it? You see it? You love me, especially different. Every time you keep me on my feet, happily excited by your cologne, your hands, your smile, your intelligence. You woo me, you court me, you tease me, you beat me, you school me, give me things to think about, ignite me, you invite me, co-write me, you love me, you like me, you invite me to chorus. You love me, especially different. Every time you keep me on my feet, happily excited by your cologne, your hands, your smile, your intelligence. You woo me, you court me, you tease me, you leave me
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Are you guys enjoying yourselves so far? All right, again, welcome to the New Orleans Jazz Museum. I do see some new faces, new smiling faces. It's great to see all of you beautiful people here this afternoon. So here at the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park, and I guess more so in the New Orleans Jazz Museum, we like to do things a little bit in our own way. So we give you all the time to actually ask the musicians a question, right? There's a gig where you can ask the musicians on stage anything that you would like. So I'm gonna open the floor, and if you guys have any questions for any of the musicians on stage, we'll be more than happy to answer. No questions? Nobody's curious. All right, we got one.
So you were mentioning this specific vocal style of the last artist. It was very unique. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, that was all Saskia. You know, she was able to portray that. So Jill Scott is a nice neo soul artist. Her father was a jazz musician, so she had a lot of training in listening to jazz very early on, and so she presents that a lot in her music, and more so from the I guess historical standpoint. Miss Saskia has been studying different great vocalists such as Sarah Vaughan and Ella Fitzgerald. So do you have any more information on?
Yeah, I mean it's mostly like vocalese stuff, like just well, she embodies a more modern style of what jazz classics like Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan and many others. Those are the two big ones, and she gives it a more modern style, I think, in making the runs more an integral part of, like the vocal runs, more an integral part of her sound, instead of it being more about the melody like it is in older jazz. It's more about your vocal ability in being virtuosistic, and like Sage and Shay too, being virtuosistic, that word over the same simple chord changes. Yeah, does that answer your question? Oh, thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Yes, sir. Yeah, so this is the fun thing that we get to do here at the park. We get to have a great selection of wonderful New Orleans musicians to play with. And so this will be our June set. This has been a great time with these wonderful musicians on stage. So as they stated, we have been playing together for 3 weeks now, in three different sets. So it's been fun, each and every one.
New music every time. This is a very different sound. Like we were doing jazz standard stuff for the past 2 weeks. No.
Oh yeah.
Background vocalist?
Absolutely.
Oh hey.
We always love the audience participation, so yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna keep going. The next song we're gonna play is a little bit one of my favorite songs. I used to listen to a lot of this artist in high school, so hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure you may or may not recognize this song, but I'll let you know the name of it afterwards.
Okay. We'll test you. All right.
Welcome to stay. We can spend some time, catch the by your love. Look in your eyes, know what you're thinking of. 'Cause it's a beautiful day, you know that's a fact. You'll scratch mine, sugar, I'll scratch your back. You're so fun, today's fun, and we'll be fine. Oh, when we make it by, we get by with love. By, we'll make it by when we get by with love. And when we get by, when we get by, we'll make it by with love. And when we get by, when we get by, we'll make it by with love. When we get by, we'll make it by. When we get by with love.
Yes, indeed. So that was a tune entitled When We Get By the great D'Angelo. So another great artist. He uses a lot of jazz in his songs and his arrangements and in his music overall. The next song we're going to be playing is going to be a song that's been played by many different great musicians, such as Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with this, as this will be an arrangement by the great Esperanza Spalding. And this is entitled, I Can't Help It.
Thank you. I love that song. Such a good tune.
Hope you all are feeling good, feeling the great vibrations. Again, this is a Juneteenth celebration kind of set. So, again, recently we just celebrated Juneteenth on Sunday, this past Sunday. We had a great program here with the lovely Sula Spirit, who was one of the local artists here that goes through a lot of different melodies and harmonics with her voice as well as her band, the Maroons. And that was a lovely experience. So we're just coming behind them and doing another program dedicated towards the music of that time frame. So again, I'm gonna open up the floor just in case, during those two selections you had some time to sit and think about any questions, All right, well, I'm just gonna keep on going then. The next song that we'll be playing will be made famous by the great Erykah Badu. And this is, if not, one of her most popular songs. So we're gonna go ahead and play that for you all.
To see the world keeps turning. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, on and on and on and on. I go on and on and on and on. I go on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on. I was born underwater with $3.60. Oh, you may laugh, 'cause you did not do your math. Like 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ooh, oh, my, I'm feeling high. Ooh, da, da, da. Get on your head. The man that knows now something knows he knows nothing at all. 'Cause it seems colder in your summertime and harder in your fall. If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, on and on and on and on. Ooh, on and on and on and on. Oh, on and on. I go on and on and on. All night I'ma sing my song.
We could go on.
Give it up for Miss Sage on that lovely solo there. I love that, Sage. That was great. That was great. All right. So we're gonna keep this show moving. And I'm gonna offer you guys another time to ask questions, just in case, because you just never know. I've had, a lot of people come after the show and just say, ask a couple questions that I feel like they would have been great to been answered, to a full audience, because you never know. You may have the same question that somebody else does. But if there are no questions, can. See, look, we have one. Yes.
How old were you when you started playing?
Started playing the clarinet when I was 10. I switched to saxophone around age 14, so high school-ish.
Do you have any advice for a new practicing?
Yeah, instrumental, sure, absolutely. Find something that you really like, a piece of music. It could be like a pop song, it could be any song that you really like that has a saxophone part on it, and just try to play it along with the recording. It's kind of a way to get yourself more interested in practicing, and it's something that really helped me when I was growing up and trying to figure out how to find ways to like practicing, because it's hard. Practicing is hard. It takes a lot of time. It's frustrating sometimes. Scales are not any fun. But if you find something that you really like, a piece of music or a song that you've heard on the radio before, and you just play the saxophone along with the recording, it makes it really, really fun. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question.
That was a great response.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, we got another question.
So I know y'all said y'all won't be playing together for 3 times now. So how natural has it felt, like playing with each other and catching on to each other's musical style and building off of it to create your own sound?
Yeah, well, I'll answer this one because I'm the intern at the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park. So, I'm the newbie and I get to play with all of the professionals. So they're the ones doing all the work. And it makes it a lot easier when you have such accomplished musicians who really know their stuff and can read a chart that's unreadable, and they're like, actually, I know how to fix this sheet of music, And yeah, I think that's the main thing. And then, as we've said a couple times, music is a language, and so we're all listening to each other as we're portraying, ejecting our music, and that's the most important part. Is a lot of people, don't you have to listen, because otherwise you don't mesh and you don't meld well together. And Shay has been referencing a lot of stuff that Sage was doing, and then she responds, and then Kara responds, and it's all a conversation, with our ears.
Yeah, I think that's a great response, great way to put it. Basically, just opening and keeping your ears open and being attentive to what it is that you're trying to accomplish while playing. Because like Saskia said, we're all, if you listen closely, we're playing off of each other. And it's a very cool thing. And one of my favorite things, with playing with great musicians and being able to share the stage with these individuals, because what they're doing, for me rhythmically, it puts me in a different atmosphere and a different element, because like I said, I'm listening to what Shay's doing, what Sage is doing, what Carrie is doing. It's all putting the perspective of the other instruments, into what it is that I'm portraying or putting forth. So it's a very cool thing to kind of rotate through listening, all while listening at the same time. It's just having a very keen ear to the different instruments and the different, parts of conversation that are going on the stage. So that was a very good question. I like that question. Oh, you got a follow-up? All right.
So going through these songs, how do you have a process of making sure you keep the integrity of the song, but also adding your own?
Yeah, well, that's a tough one. I don't know. I guess it's a question for everybody. What do you you just transcribe it all, like was, you know, that's in a practice setting, and you transcribe what the other, you know, the song that you listen to the original recording, and you're like, I'm gonna do it exactly like it is. And that's what I have learned, at least at Loyola University, where I study music. And you know, my teachers always tell me, you know, you gotta learn the original melody first, and then you can do your own thing on top of that and change it only once you've really gotten it down. And transcribing helps a lot because you are able to feel the mood and like what the original musician wanted, you know, did and felt on this composition. But you obviously can't just copy it like point blank, because then it just becomes a cover band, first of all, and there's no personal expression. I mean, music, you have to make it yours and get it in your veins, and then you can change it to be however way you're feeling that specific day, playing that specific song. I think that's my answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I have a couple questions for Shay. First of all, you're still always killing it. Loves me. Recording lives my life. But also, I wanted to know, first of all, like, what are you listening to when you're like comping stage? Like, how are you gonna change up the texture depending on what she plays? And then second, like, for jazz pianist that you really like today, that you're trying to like.
For sure, absolutely. So, good to hear you play piano. What I'm listening for when I'm comping behind any saxophone player, say specifically in this context, I'm listening to see what is she trying to establish and what is she trying to say. And then I'm also really listening to the rhythm section. It's like a conversation, like Saskia said. And so the key is to listen and to know when to react, because it's like a conversation. If we're talking and you interrupt me after every word to say something, then it clashes. So that's the difference between reacting and sort of just kind of, I'm sorry, that's me. The difference between reacting and acknowledging what a person says. So sometimes it's good to just acknowledge, you know, and sometimes it's good to react. But what I'm really listening for is the rhythm section, because it's not just about me comping, it's about creating a texture with the rhythm section for her to play on top of. So you kind of have to be listening in all directions, but you're listening for different things. Like with Sage, I'm listening for melody, I'm listening for motifs, to see if she's trying to stretch or go somewhere. And so if I feel like, you know, she's really trying to reach for something, then I'll help her. You know, I'll just kind of create more attention, you know. But yeah, that's really all it's about as far as rhythm section player, moments of tension and release.
Yeah, so that's what your influences were.
Oh, my influences. Oh man, I have a lot of influences. If you're talking about piano stuff, I love Nat King Cole. I love Ahmad Jamal. I love a lot of classical stuff. I studied classical in college as well. I love Duke Ellington. This guy named Phineas Newborn, who's kind of an underrated pianist from the 50s. And then I love Stevie Wonder. Like, I'm not just a pianist, I'm a composer too, so I love Stevie Wonder. I love like Donny Hathaway, like his piano playing, like people who are artists that play piano too. Those are some of my favorite piano players. That's why I say Nat King Cole. He was a singer artist, but he played piano, and he just approached the piano differently. Same with Stevie, same with Donny Hathaway. You know, it's a whole bunch of people.
Awesome. Well, you know, it's always good to find out more information about the musicians and kind of how I like the to learn up here. So listening to Shay, listening to Sage, you know, explain, and Saskia as well, explain their process. It's just always amazing to hear. So you got a little bit of background information on how we are creating these great sounds for you this afternoon, and we're gonna go ahead and keep going with that. With a tune from one of my favorite pianists and artists overall, Mr. Robert Glasper. And this is going to be a tune called Gonna Be All Right.
okay. It's gonna be alright with you. I know I'll be okay. It's gonna be alright. I know it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright with you. I know I'll be okay. Just bring me the sunshine with your smile. I will be okay. No matter if the rain falls when you go, I will be okay. Just bring me the sunshine with your smile. I will be okay. No matter if the rain falls when you call, I will be okay. Miles ahead, miles behind, I don't care as long as I'm with you. Miles ahead, miles behind, I don't care as long as I'm with you. It's gonna be alright. Miles ahead, miles behind, I don't care as long as I'm with you. You can be miles ahead, miles behind. I don't care as long as I'm with you. Be miles ahead, miles behind. I don't care as long as I'm with you. Can be miles ahead, miles behind. I don't care as long as I'm with you. It's gonna be alright.
All right, I like that song. It's a very nice song. So I'm gonna give it one more time before we finish out our set this afternoon. Yes, sir.
We got a bass player question.
Okay.
Do you only play stand up? Or do you also play?
No, see what happened was I wasn't paying attention, and I only brought my upright, so I have to suck through. No, I play electric also as one of the suits around town, so can't be a one-trick pony. Not if you want to eat.
All right. Any others?
Mr. Hunter, do you mind if I ask them a question?
Oh no, absolutely.
How many of y'all play a musical instrument or voice? Wow, that's a lot.
I was gonna say, usually we're like, oh well, hopefully there won't be any musicians in the crowd, so we can make as many mistakes as possible.
That's
No one will notice.
That's always the fun part of seeing, other musicians in the crowd and in the audience supporting us. and also just being here to enjoy the atmosphere and the music that we're putting forth. So we're gonna close today's set with a very popular tune here. It's been played by, again, many different artists, but this was made famous by the great Roy Ayers, wonderful percussionist and just overall artist in general. Very, very nice soul, and it's all about positivity. You know, that's what I would like to strive to put forth while, through the music that we play. And so we're gonna play a tune called Everybody Loves the Sunshine. Now, I do understand it's a little hot here in New Orleans, so, that's a very love-hate relationship with that statement here. But most places, as long as you can see the sunshine, things are going good. So just listen to this metaphorically. Thank you all again for joining us here. Again, Miss Sage on saxophone, Mr. Pierre on the great keys, Miss Saskia Walker on vocals, Mr. Kerry Lewis on bass, and I am Hunter Miles Davis. Thank you all for joining us here. We'll be here same time, same place next week at 2 p.m. Enjoy your rest of your week, and everybody, love the sunshine.